I want to see more from Camel Riders, but I also want to see more from D13. Surely this is not it.
You are about to see some more from Camel Riders. It's Dust2, it's their map pick, and it's their time to shine. Will we get 3-2-0s? I'd be surprised, because coming into today, I thought we were going to have a very long day of games, lots of close 2-1s, but so far we have been very surprised.
Yeah, so far it's been a one-track trail, and Camel Rider's actually starting at that T side for Dust2. I'm liking it even more right now as D13. They're the ones that are going to have to be showing us a little bit more of a different look in the defensive side, and it looks like it's going to be a mid-contain, 2 up short, 2 in CT spawn, and all of Camel Riders just chilling out at the moment at lower dark and top mid.
We haven't had a huge variance in the maps we've seen today. Hey, we haven't seen Inferno, we haven't seen Overpass or Vertigo, so going very, very shallow on the map pool, everyone here. But it's good to see they're all comfortable on these similar maps, so we'll see how they go on Dust2. Camel Riders, slower approach initially, and trying to take this control of lower dark after spotting the man on short. There it is, first pick onto Tamira Reader, and Score not able to get any revenge. Now, they do head forward. You see D13 reacting by going to take some long control instead. They're going to be sending Annihilation in that direction because they need something. They need some form of extremity here over towards the A side. And Rate as well, just get some info now. Spotting Dov in upper dark, holds his line and finds a fine headshot as well.
Yep, and that's the go signal for Camel Riders instead to go through short. Out comes that utility. 30 seconds left, plenty of time for them to work with. And Pokemon with a double down as well. If it wasn't the headshot, it was definitely going to be the Molotov. And now Tyke challenging maybe a little bit too aggressively. At the same time, Misty has this long control, so not really... the CTs are unable to really aggress any further. Flashbang comes forward as well. They know where the last 2 is, and Edrim's going to clean it up as well. Clean round coming out from Camel Riders. Love to see it.
Yeah, straight from above, Edrim just feeling it already. Straight out of the gates, doing a marvellous job. And that is going to be the pistol round going to Camel Riders. So, strong start. Again, how is D13 going to answer this?
Wait, why does Edrim have a sawn off?
Because Edrim is very good at this game and can use any weapon, even the weapons that no one can use.
Just trying to figure out what they're doing here, because the thing here is that they're not planning to do it because YOLO. They're planning it because there's a strat or a set piece behind it.
Mm-hmm. It was like the last 2 rounds on Nuke. They went for the Tech 9 and the Mac 10 over the AKs that they could have had, which is ridiculous when you think about it, but for the strategy they were using, it worked perfectly. So there's a reason. Let's hope. He's got his Glock out, so maybe there's no reason. But
I'm just trying to figure out, is it because it's better at entering short? I mean... Smoke Grenade goes a little bit too far, so a great flashbang actually will ruin Tamarita's day. Out comes 2 flashbangs. Tamarita's still peeking in. He's going to have to... He's forced to drop off. And I'd be very confused. I'd be like, one of them's got a sawn off. And you go, wait, what?
I'd say, what's the sound of that weapon? Because I've never seen it used before. Absolute balls on Edrim goes... I mean, Dov also just sprays right through the smoke as well. Look at those smokes as well. You can't even do anything as D13. Yeah.
Except so maybe get a spray through the smoke, but even then, just instantly trade it out. Tamarita tries busting through the smoke, but Camel Riders, just all the corners being covered, B site being cleared absolutely phenomenally, and sawn off absolutely no use whatsoever, unfortunately. I was hoping there was a huge 500 IQ mastermind plan behind that, but Mr. Caps picked it up. No, drop that thing. Maybe it's a bait.
Maybe that was the strat. I'm going to buy a sawn-off. I'm going to die with the sawn-off, give it to the CTs, and they're going to try and use it, not hit their shots, and we get the second round. I feel like that's the perfect theory. Well, D13, final player has been spotted. Annihilation over towards backyard. Has 11 HP, a Dream, and a Scout, and it's just damage that he's looking for. But here it is. Camel Riders don't want to let him get away for free, so you've got the hunt coming through for both Dov as well as Pokemon. They don't want to be upset by just a little old Scout, but it is going to be Pokemon taking first contact there over towards T-Spawn. 2 on the board now for Camel Riders, and a great start to their map pick again. Now, as we head into the third, D13, they have to go for the eco. They need that utility just to slow Camel Riders down. Maybe a couple of upgraded pistols is all they'll ask for. Maybe invest in and Dov. Nasty pick coming through the smoke there. Mr. Cat. Great defense as he tried to make his way to the B site. But even still, that sawn-off didn't have an impact, and we're all so sad to see it. Now, oh, it's the mid push coming out from D13 all the way to the top already. Ezram here with 35 bullets and a dream in that Galil, and he's going to be able to use every single one of them. Pops to the Glock, and somehow D13 couldn't deal with him. He just sat there
He's
crouched.
still fighting! How is he not getting hit?
Oh, no way! That's ridiculous. 2 guns, 5 kills, an absolute dream there for Ezram.
Is he Neo? He just goes out 21 HP and he goes, I'm just going to face these guys with a Glock. The Deagle can't hit him. He is Mr. Untouchable right now. And yes, normally I don't get hyped up about anti-eco kills, but the fact that he's able to spray 3 down, then D13 are missing their shots, I'd say that D13 are starting to get a little bit tilted inside their heads.
Well, you'd have to be. You just got glocked. You got bloody glocked for 3 kills. That is ridiculousness, and Camel Riders are owning it. Well, out towards long they go to Mirarita. Oh, aggressive through the smoke. Good Molotov to catch his nemesis out in the open. And that's going to be the early man advantage. So D13 finally finding something.
Yeah, but look at this aggression coming out on the B side. It's a B side crunch at the end of the day, and they're just straight up through mid. Rate has to hold off 2 attack sectors by himself, and the flashman comes forward. They're jumping through, trying to create as much space as possible, and there it is, the B bomb site, 3-on-3, and still utility to use as well.
So, very hard bomb site to get back into. 2 Molotovs to rotate there for Camel Riders.
Oh, that's not the Molotov you want to be throwing, TV Dov. Great entries,
Oh,
but he's
no.
burning himself to death. No, this is not what you want, TV Dov.
Devastating. And now this is the opportunity for D13. Ezram's still alive. The man is on fire with the rifles. Gets the trade on the Mr. Cat, but it's all up to him. 1v2. Tamirarita goes in on his own and manages to win the engagement. Cops a bink through the wall, so get very fortunate there. But that is going to be the first on the board. 3-1 now, as D13 have an opportunity to get some rounds on the board nice and early before Camel Riders ride away with this one.
All right, Davidov, that was a bit of a mistake, but let's wave that off and just pretend that never happened. You don't want to be seeing that coming out once again. That is an untimely Molotov.
Oh, well, here we go. Just reliving the goods. Runs out of 35 bullets. I thought it was enough to get the ace on its own, but apparently not. It's the extra shots in the Glock that are necessary, and at long range, 2 beautiful headshots just to mop up the Pistol-y boys from D13. Well, different approach for the round. Camel Rider sending 4 men towards Upper Dark.
This is a B rush, and Edram's going to be leading the charge. He's got the Tech 9, so out they come. And the flashbang's not going to be effective on score, but it doesn't matter because they're spread out. Oh my god, stop. Okay. Camel Riders. They just come in, and Edram, he's got 5k, and he just goes, I'm just going to Tech 9 because I need that movement speed. This has to be a save from the CT side. There is no way you're going to be retaking this. And I would say that Camel Riders would be on the hunt.
Have you had a look at the accuracy of it when you're running if you're just tapping? It's still almost perfect. It's actually broken right now. Well, Tamirarita going to be fighting for his right to maintain control of the M4A4. Finds a lineup but can only get the single. And back to the 3v2 we go. Annihilation over in pit. Does have his flank at least covered, but that's if Mr. Cap holds his ground. He wants to try to find himself an upgrade, but he'll find a T. Unfortunately, that FAMAS is not going to work. Inaccuracy a factor. And there it is, just the AWP. Carried across into the 6th round rather, as Camel Riders put a 4th on the board.
Yeah, but so far, I mean, that AWP has not been able to find anything because Camel Riders just change it up on a dime. They go in slow, and then all of a sudden they go, you know what? This is just a full send B. And it works an absolute charm as well.
Lick it, stamp it, post it.
And look, Edram's just gone for the same thing again. Just smoke 2 flashbangs in the Tech 9. He just goes, you know what? This is working perfectly fine. They're just going to go B again.
And we are going to see an Xbox smoke come through. Or is that a... No, it is an Xbox smoke. Okay, so we'll see if that does anything. Right, he somehow gets in between 3 Ts. Manages to find a single before falling, but that is certainly not enough given the scenario. There's no utility to retake B, so Edram needs to get a huge amount of work done. If he falls, that is devastating. Now, oh, Misty almost caught off guard, just throwing that Molotov. Score going to be stuck behind it for now, but the push starts to come through. Tamirarita manages to make his way in as Misty. The view model is going to be in the way. That is completely... just crazy. Now 1v3. Bomb going to be tapped. AWP gets the job done. It's Annihilation. The man with a big green gun, which he didn't get to utilize too much on Nuke, finally gets to find a bit of action for himself there.
Yeah, and D13, they win that round just by channeling a little bit of the chaos there. So, I mean, equal numbers, but Edgerham just pushing a little bit too far, unable to get the kills with the Tech 9. And Camel Riders just unable to hold on. Tamarita just pushes through the smoke and catches a couple of people off guard. And Pokemon just unable to get the trade.
I wish I could get Deagle RNG like that, honestly.
It's still a lot of money for Camel Riders to play with, so they get a very, very solid buy into this round. That said, Annihilation and Score are starting to build up some cash of their own, and the double AWP has come out now for the CTs. Great shot coming out from Misty to tag right down to 31. No smoke being deployed there. Maybe a bit of a risky play, as now it's a fight for long, but it's not going to work out for Pokemon. How is he still alive? Finally, he goes down, and DB gets one trade, but Mr. Cap manages to make his way into pit.
Everybody blinded long, and it is just going to be a 1-for-1 trade so far, but Mr. Cap, as you've said, needs to hold from this position. Does a great job already. A nice little smoke lineup to smoke off bedroom and fall back if he wishes. Well, he's going to be able to get an upgrade as well if he wants. He's just hanging around, making sure no T's run straight through that smoke towards him. D13 now looking to secure a third round with this man advantage, but Misty on the AWP, who's going to make the first move? He has a flash to get himself on the line, and that's exactly what we're going to see. No damage drawn, though.
Yeah, but you look at where Mr. Cap has actually taken. He's taken aggressive bedroom, and with all players stacked at the short position, he's able to get the flank on quite quickly. He's actually pushed out, completely cleared this, and now Camel Riders on a timer to actually attack this site. They need to get rid of Annihilation very quickly, and slowly and steadily the lurker comes in. This is the first time. This is what I like seeing from D13. They need to start throwing a bit more of a change up.
Oh, and Mr. Cap, he's...
Oh my God, Misty! He's behind at the right time. But now they know the game's up, and they still have to commit. 20 seconds left on the timer, and Annihilation's on the corner. No flashbangs to push him off. They have to do this the hard way. It's going to be the headshot coming out from Tyke as he jumps down. Misty needs to make a move on. He needs to get the bomb plant down as Tyke needs to cover him. As Misty just running his little heart out, but he's fighting for short, and Score gets to deletes him. And now down to all 1-on-1. Score just needs to stay alive. That's the round over, done, and dusted.
A lapse in decision-making, trying to plant for short for... really no reason necessary. There was no cover for that position. Just go plant safe if you have no control like that. And unfortunately, that is going to be Camel Riders just making a horrible decision and losing the round off the back of it.
And they need to start tidying up their gameplay. And now that's a good time to call attack pause as well, because 2 of these rounds now, or even you would say that 3 of the rounds that Camel Riders have lost have been off misplays. The first one is that DB misses the Molotov and kills himself with it. Then the second round is that they allowed Tamarita to push through a smoke and get 2. And now this one where they don't go for the proper plant in a 2-on-1 or a default plant to keep it safe. So a good time for Camel Riders just to slow things down. They're starting to lose a little bit of their composure. They're starting to lose the ability to close out these rounds like we saw before. We need to see that again. But D13, I'm liking what I'm seeing from them more, right? They're starting to take more fights.
That was crazy, by the way, that reaction from Misty to clear flank really quickly.
But I'm liking what I'm seeing from D13. They're starting to go a little bit more aggressively. They're starting to channel a little bit more chaos into it, which is what they need to do.
They are confidence players, and as you can see...
there you have it, the first pick going in the favor of D13 down mid.
So going AWP to AWP there, toe-to-toe with Misty. And Misty couldn't get it done this time. Now, 2 men very aggressively up short, but Tamarita's going to be stuck in limbo. And that is going to be a free double for Tyke, as there was no cover towards lowers, no trade either. Now Molly to short to buy some time. It is just Annihilation solo as Rate's gone forward, clearing the way, leading the charge. Now in comes the pincer on the A site. Annihilation, it's his time to go large. But Rate as well deals with the short players, both of them found. Now it's just Ezream and Pokemon to make their way forward. 20 HP remaining on Annihilation, but he's not going to be spotted. Ezream, he's going to go for the plant. He taps it, gets it, jumps up. Beautiful.
All right, 1v2. Score looking to make his way out through bedroom, and Rate still at the short position. Pokemon, though, clearing out CT, but he doesn't clear out long at the right time. And Edgerham, completely blinded out, decides to drop down. Surely Rate hears this. But Edgerham still comes out on top, and he's just allowed to reset the situation, trying to get a bit more of a hold-down position to make Score's shot a little bit harder to hit. And Score's going to rely on the sidearm instead. He's got the AWP to use, and it looks like it's sidearm against sidearm. But Score's allowed to cross, and he's going to tap the defuse. He's going to just tap it. He tries to hit the no-scope, but Edgerem just dancing around, and once again, another clutch found by the IGL of Camel Riders.
How's he do it? How's he do it?
These rounds are coming really messy for Camel Riders, but they're still getting ahead. 5-3, D13, enough money to maybe get a couple of pistols, but their money is completely wrecked at the moment.
This man is insane. The amount of just very tight angles he's held and crisp headshot he's hit is crazy. Last 2 maps alone, just doing so much work here, covering the distance for Camel Riders, and 153 ADR, 8 rounds deep. That is a beautiful sight to see. 12 for 5 for him, 8 to 5 for Dov. And over on the other side of the board, you've got D13, just to mirror Reader up on 7 for 7, as Annihilation again is starting very slow. You need this man to be firing up if D13 want any chance of taking this map.
And tactical pause called out by D13, but I mean, in all honesty, I don't know what they can really change it up at this stage. Got a result for you, though. Tyloo do manage to take game number 1 against Mazalai, but in overtime, 19-17.
Yeah, right. So they went all the way.
Complete opposite of this one at the moment. I mean, every single round so far, it just feels like that Camel Riders, they could be up 8-0, which is the scary thing. But they've been in complete control of this T-half right now, and D13, they're struggling. On the eco this round, Score's got a Zeus at mid, but looks like no one's really going there.
Oh, good flash, gets the line, and Rate had no idea that that one was coming for him. Edgerem as well, just waiting for... Oh no, he's gone dry.
Oh.
Somehow this isn't cleared.
He's killed one.
A Zeus comes through, of all things, and that is a perfect position to be playing with that weapon. But got traded out right away as, look, it's a one-and-done weapon and a one-and-done spot.
Yeah, there were more than one people over there. One person, so now it's a crossfire. As Edgerem, he's just farming points at the moment.
Just padding those
He's
stats.
farming purple points. What can you do? Oh. And Camel Riders just make the Galil look like it's the best weapon in the game. I just don't understand it.
It is the best weapon in the game. Not completely, but it is much better than the Famous. Look, if you put them side by side,
yes.
Galil, miles ahead, and costs less as well.
In the wise words of Captain Price, it's not hard to improve on garbage.
Wrong game. All right, let's bring it back.
It's been an absolute, I don't know, it's just been an absolute demolition at the moment. It looks like I'm feeling, it looks like I'm seeing like Special Forces, Camel Riders to the rescue right now. Just clinical.
And D13 just toying with the enemy, Misty. Gifted many an opportunity there. But that is the one for split. D13, 4 men over towards CT, just waiting for a push somewhere to come out so they can fight together.
Yeah, but a bit of a change-up for Camel Riders as well, just playing a lot more patiently in this one, just allowing the situation to reveal itself a little bit before they decide to commit to a site.
Just not leaving spawn. Waiting for Camel Riders to get a bit over-ambitious. But looking at this one, all things considered, Camel Riders, they're in a pretty decent spot. Spacing very nice. They're all the way up short. Everyone able to trade except for Dov over in upper dark. But he's also in a very strong position and probably won't see any action because the CTs are nowhere near him.
And Tama Marita has been kind of spotted as well on the site. And Pokemon does have utility to... Oh, no, he doesn't. He's got a smoke grenade. It looks like Deagle's been recovered. Smokes to mid, but this is just a complete fake because Camel Riders, oh my god, they are just playing with D13 right now. Stop. They're already dead.
Great execution as well. Good utility thrown. Flank comes through. Edgerem needs to go for the trade here. Misty only good for the single, but the P250 seems to be his crux right now. Bink onto Edgerem as well, and Edgerem, look, he is not going to be the one shooting up a storm. It is Tyke getting all the work done there. Edgerem falling eventually. Pokemon to finish, but there it is. 7 on the board. That's the 4-round lead already. We head into the 11th, and Camel Riders have all the momentum in the world.
Yeah, and I like to see a bit of a change-up in... I love to seeing the change-ups in the strategy, should I say. You got one round where they go mid to B with those smokes, and they throw it again, but it's a fake to short. I mean, D13 try reading through it, they try adapting, but Camel Riders just one step ahead every single time. And now it's just... I feel like it's a bit of the same old situation. What are Camel Riders going to do, and how are D13 going to respond?
Well, at the moment, 3-2 split. No mid control for D13. And if Camel Riders make their move shortly, which it doesn't look like they are going to, there is a chance at a mid B. But it is going to be Mr. Cap, rather, slid into pit, where he's been pretty strong at long.
I think they're going to
over at short.
I think for Camel Riders, they're going to try the same thing again. They're going to throw the mid to B smokes, but they're going to go up short. But Tamarita's the first point of contact, and the flashbang comes in, and the trade barely there. Tamarita's done a lot of damage. Great flashbang from Annihilation to allow him to peek, and now Annihilation's on the angle as well.
Found the absolute perfect time in there. And even the spray transfer with that headshot on the Tyke has done so much damage. So Tamira Rita doing a great job given the aggressive play. But Annihilation, oh, just needs to hit one shot. Oh, surely he doesn't fall to this. Tyke, with just 10 HP, gets another entry.
Yeah, and the A site's completely vulnerable as well. Now, this is the time where you actually go for the short plant if you're one of the T's. So, just going to allow the Molotovs to die down, clear out Goose. Beautiful stuff. Now you plant. Misty's covering. You've got DV making sure no one comes in from mid. Perfect. And this is how you play that B lurker. DV does not want to be playing exposed.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I say that, he just goes and exposes himself.
For this aggression, it will come eventually. As Ray knows that this is dirty. I believe his footsteps might have been heard. Davidov at the ready. Galil gets it done again. And that could be the upgrade of the M4. Seems to be the case. And now over on short there as well. Misty has no idea that Scores right beside him. Surely does now, though. A couple of bullets fired in his direction, but not expecting the aggressive play, the aggressive jump up. Trade comes through for Ezram. And it's all up to Mr. Cap to try and save there at green box. They know that he's there, but no one can slide him out of that position. Orp retrieved as well, and that is going to be Camel Riders putting 8 on the board. That's the majority, and look, D13, this is supposed to be their strong side. This isn't their map pick. They chose to start on CT side.
Yeah, but when you're versing a team like Camel Riders, I mean, I don't think you can prepare for it. Oh no, it's the Tech 9 Edge Ram. Please stop, they're already dead.
They're going to B. Do you reckon they're going to B? I reckon they're going to B.
Oh, we'll see where Edge Ram goes. And, I mean, with that spawn, why not?
And is the man leading the charge? No, it's actually going to be Pokemon, but he realizes that there is a huge chance that the economy could be cooked if they invested too heavily into this round, so it seems to be the right decision. Might even be able to upgrade to another weapon, but in comes the troops. There it is. One flash allows the entry for Ezram, who gets it done with the Tech 9. The man in question. Score's going to be stuck there with the Deagle, but couldn't get a thing done at the double stack. And now aggression comes through for D13, but everyone's going to be picked off one piece at a time. As Tamira Rita knows this flank is coming through. Misty and Pokemon get it done, and it's just Misty to find the final kill. Big picks coming through, and Camel Riders are all over D13 right now.
Yeah, as soon as I see the Tech 9, I'm just like, no, please, no. I've seen this before. They're just going to full send it B, and it just works perfectly against Eagles. I mean, this would be what the nuke game would look like if we just saw Camel Riders starting on the T side.
Yeah. And
it's just continued. Camel Riders have come into the series completely prepared, and D13 just can't do anything at the moment. Out comes the double AWP, but what do you do against this aggression? You need to be able to hit your shots and get your crossfire set up, but D13, they're struggling at the moment.
And Camel Riders' strong side's the CT side as well. So we'll see how this game goes as it heads even deeper. 13th round on the trot now. Who is going to take this? If it's Camel Riders, they're going to be hitting that double digits and taking it all in their stride.
Well, they finally get the opening pick on the side of D13, so finally the numbers advantage.
Ooh.
The Score goes in and challenges the angle. Misty thinking about it. They pushed Annihilation off, and oh my goodness, they pushed him off, and there's just no one backing him up. Annihilation just goes down with barely a whimper. Bomb plant goes down as well. Tamarita drops the grenade way too late and missed to Cap. Oh, he's been spotted out in pit. Maybe Edram chewing a little bit more than he should.
Now Tamira Rita closes the distance all the way up to A-ramp. There's a beautiful flash to give him some space, but it is going to be the flank coming through. Mr. Cap and Tamira Rita. Tamira Rita going to be dealt with. Misty now looking to be the better Mist in the server. Mr. Cap has something to say about it, but the bomb is going to be planted for him. Good angle held, but Mr. Cap looking sharp now, and there it is. D13, they've got the time to get this defuse off. Good teamwork there on the retake, displayed by D13. And they're on the board again. 4 now, found just 5 in the deficit from Camel Riders.
Yeah, and DV just missing a couple of shots there at CT might have just cost Camel Riders that round, so... Look, once again, they're not going to be upset. 9 rounds to 4. They've been looking absolutely phenomenal so far this half. And D13, you have to give them at least some credit as well. They're able to just hold on to their positions, able to finally land the shots on the retake as well.
Whoa. Nasty ones. So Score missed what I would consider an easy shot earlier, but then hit a harder one later. So pretty much making up for it and getting another round on the board. No early blood drawn here, straight down mid. But D13, they've taken long control, essentially for free. It's cost them a molly. Now doubling back to take short control as well. It's going to be Annihilation solo pushing. So trade potential for D13 is not looking likely. Let's see how Camel Riders play with it.
Well, Pokemon's just taken short with some smart utility usage, absolutely no risk whatsoever. Annihilation not posting up on that corner means that he's able to get out scot-free. And you can see D13, they have to adapt to this. They've decided to post an extra member over on the A bomb site to drop off utility, but Score pushing forward. Oh, backs off just at the right time. DVDov was watching that angle. And this is a perfect situation for Camel Riders to be in. They've completely split the CT defense.
That molly invested, clearing out close mid. Not wanted to be done by Azus again. Great utility lineups there just to execute nice and close and send this mid-B split a charging. It's going to be Tamira Rita charging as well, just going straight through dry, it seems, as tries to make it work, finds himself a single as Misty and Pokemon get the job done, but it's back to the 3v3 and Tamira Rita is going to be going through very quickly indeed. Oh, the T's aren't ready. That's going to be the 2K. Spray transfer is strong indeed. DVDov has so much work to do though. Both the CTs are going to be quite low. Annihilation needs to get on the line. Oh, that smoke's enough. And the timing is there. D13 with yet another. That's going to be the 9-5 scenario as DVDov takes a little bit too long to swing there from tunnels.
Yeah, and Camel Riders there on the B bomb site. Misty's posted really aggressively. Pokemon's just not watching the relevant angle there, so he gets punished for it, and that actually loses another round for them. Tamarita just pushing through smoke once again, and this is the exact same that we saw earlier. And you have to say for Camel Riders, you know, fool you once, yeah. Shame on you. Fool me twice. That's just bad play from Camel Riders. They need to learn, they need to adapt, and they're lucky they're in a situation they're ahead, and Misty this time gets the better of Score. But the bomb isn't angled to be.
It's still the first half. I feel like we've been on Dust2 for ages with all of the action we've been shown so far. And look at this, straight out Tyke. He's just gone completely dry. Rate had no idea. Bunny hopping around like a foon. Really, and there it is, another for DVDov. It's going to be 2 picks, and now just 2 alive for D13. Big play over towards the B site, and D13, they're just going to be mopped up. Pokemon, he's running around knifing whatever he can find at this point, because the rest of his team are finding all of D13.
Yep, and Annihilation, last man left standing, 1v5. You'd hate to see his chances, 2-10 at the moment, absolutely 0 impact. And how can you have impact when you just by yourself where the rest of your team dies?
D13 getting absolutely dominated in the first half as we head to the second. Can they try to pull the game back? Well, we'll find out shortly. Second half on the other side of this break.
Stayed in flight. I'm laughing to myself cause I know that I can't deny. I can't find what you can't hide right inside my mind. What I do right now. What I do right now for you.
about two hearts that beat in time. And the tide was looking down all night, blocking out the sun that we need. Maybe we can change our stripes and colors. You're the only one I see. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I met your door. Go outside, stay up all night. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I met your door. Go outside, stay up all night. Sleep through the sunrise. Into my past and I count the numbers of the dreams that I left behind. I don't even care now that I've discovered a new kind of peace of mind. Up above us, looking down on us, there's an angel I know. We don't need to worry or discuss much. It's time for me to hit the road. I'll take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I met your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise.
Well, what a first half we got to experience there. Camel Riders certainly owning Dust2, at least on the T side. Let's see if they can close it out as they head to their favoured half, the CT half. D13 not showing up the road to Rio yet. They've had a very slow start. And in total, what's that? 11 rounds so far. So overall, not a great showing in the first series of the week.
Absolutely not. And now it's for Camel Riders to show what they've got on that CT side as well. D13 going to be on that. Going to have to show us what they have on the attacking side this time around. I wasn't too impressed on Nuke, so they're going to have to do a lot more work to try to claim these rounds, as once again, Camel Riders looking to get aggressive across certain parts of the map. As it looks like it's going to be a fake B, but in reality, the bomb's still over towards long A. Pokemon trying to hold off, but he just can't land the shots. B site lost, and it means that the rotation has been pulled as well. The bomb going to make its way into A instead.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out what the hell was going on over there, but it has certainly drawn the rotation, and Rates here just needs to continue selling it and getting enough work done, but the bomb's going to be planted at A instead. So Tyke and Misty will be able to go for the rotation, but there's no kit found.
No, Misty's going to go pick it up.
There you go. Misty doing God's work. Saving himself 5 seconds by spending 5 seconds getting that kit. And now looking to regroup with Tyke now. Mr. Cap just trying to draw as much attention as possible. Tamarira Rita needed to go huge there. Now Mr. Cap, it's all up to him, but it's Tyke to react in time. 2 for him, 2 for Misty. And with that kit, there's time for the defuse. So that's 11 on the board after a very successful retake and a confusing play from D13. They got the bomb plant, and that is really priority at the end of the day. But it's the round that you really need.
Yep, and a tactical timeout being called right now for D13 just to figure out if they want to go for this hero buy.
They are very far behind at this point, so I personally don't think it's such a bad idea to go for it.
No, 100% you need to. I mean, like, what else can you do? Like, if you decide to go for an eco and decide to go for the next round buy, the scoreline is just a little bit too far out. And Camel Riders are firmly in control at this stage as well. Annihilation has been completely out of the series so far, in all honesty. I don't even know what his current overall stats is, but it must be really poor.
Well, I think there should be the economy to go for the Galils and armor if they wish. Maybe even some AKs in the mix. And that is the call. So Annihilation going to be dropped that AK to go for the full buy. It is guns all over the place. So 3 AKs in the mix, a couple of Deagles, and no armor for Mr. Cap and Tamira Rita. So let's see if the Riflers can get the job done.
Yep, and looks like the Riflers are kind of split up at the moment, as Misty has been boosted short, looking to potentially challenge that lower dark position as well with the FAMAS, but Score going to be pushed off the angle, and Misty still re-engaging, still dancing with Score's AK, but Score just unable to land these shots today. And Tyke just wins that duel. Annihilation going out dry, no one else trading with him. Maybe that's a little bit of tilt coming into the camp at D13. Now they're trying to send it mid to B, but there's 2 members there. Ram, he's going to be able to hear this.
The CTs are in strong positions. Pokemon especially here, just behind Heat and waiting. But DB Dove pretty much doing it single-handedly at that point. Pokemon comes into the mix as Score is going to be stuck in the smoke, but there's a whole lot of crosshairs looking in his direction. At least will isolate the fight as Pokemon swings to the left. But DB Dove runs out of bullets, and Pokemon's there to mop up the scraps. Big hold from the B players, and 12 on the board for Camel Riders. The force buy did not work out for D13, and now they're on the back foot again.
Yeah, they're on to maybe a couple of pistols and just hoping for the best right now. And Camel Riders, that's a big upgrade for a lot of their players. They only lost a single gun there, and that's 2 AKs being traded over for FAMASs and SMGs. And you're not going to be complaining about that. I think it's actually 3 AKs in total, believe it or not. So, goes from bad to worse for D13. And for Camel Riders, you couldn't get any better except for DB Dove just taking a knife in the back or maybe a shot in front.
Tyke with another beautiful entry. Full control of long now. And look at that, you can see those AKs which were purchased by D13 in the previous, all 3 have been saved over by Camel Riders, so they are happy to take these free upgrades with open arms.
Might I like to note as well, DB Dove has just pushed into lower dark. Or he just pushed upper dark, and Edrum's pushed lower dark at the same time.
Yeah.
D13 just boxed in at the moment.
And at this point, Camel Riders just wanting to get on the aggro. Ezream again going to find another onto Annihilation and Score last alive. Everyone hunting for him. It's W gameplay coming up from Ezream, who really wants to get some more kills on the board. He is hungry.
He's had enough. Give some to Pokemon. Go on a diet, Ezream, man. You can't just have all these kills for yourself. You can't just frag and lead like this. You're not. Are we seeing like the next Dexter coming out? Just big brain fragger?
Yeah. Certainly are. He's getting the job done. I wouldn't say single-handedly. DB Dove and Tyke both with great performances today as well. But everyone's positive over on Camel Riders. So everyone certainly doing their job perfectly. Ooh, big nade onto Pokemon. Who's going to be playing close at upper dark there. And now D13 looking like they are going to go for a bit of mid-control. Molotov denying them anything over towards the long. So mid the answer. And the stack over towards the B site. You can see Camel Riders are expecting a bust at some point. Misty, oh, that's a very ambitious angle.
But not punished. He's able to fall back, so no complaints, no regrets. But now it should come the friendly flashbang as well. So Annihilation pops the flashbang. Misty just misses the timing, but he's able to bail out, drops the flashbang himself as well. And this should actually call for the rotation right now. Tyke's in a very off angle, should I say, against Mr. Cat. It doesn't work out for him. Yeah, and this is a really dangerous scenario now for Camel Riders. I think Misty needs to play for retake. Yep, decides to do the right thing. Good stuff.
Oh, and as they come through mid, there's going to be Mr. Cap, who went on that rotation straight back over to short. And with that, Camel Riders now able to try and get the short control. Annihilation on the other side of the stairs. Head going to be tapped towards. As we do see Ezream find one before falling. Annihilation firing up, but is it too little too late? It's back to the 2v2. And DV Dob as well, flashing over towards mid just to try to draw some attention over towards short now.
Yeah, and Misty, oh, can't get the flick down, so it's all down to DV Dob, who is coming in at a very, very late timing. Still time to work with, though. 20 seconds. Tamarita's going to check this, but not in time. And he knows vaguely where the last player is. He's going to molly off Ninja, but he doesn't spot Annihilation at the right time. That's a much better round coming out from Annihilation and D13. Able to finally grab one, but only with one member alive.
He's doubled his kills.
He's doubled his kills with that one. And sometimes that's all you need to start getting some confidence on the board. For Camel Riders, they have enough money to go for that double AWP setup instantly.
And let's see how Annihilation goes. AWPing on the aggressive, because on the defensive, it just wasn't working out for the man. So, this is his opportunity to shine, and couldn't start things off quickly, but he does get a flash out for his teammates at long.
Oh, he just pushes through mid and just gets a 1B and just slides out. No worries, and Tamarita may be just over-aggressing, but is able to get the kill. Score, though, goes down at the same time in mid. I think that was also a push coming out from Davidov. Either that or just coming out and picking off, but Ray just walks up and just one-taps Misty. This is a round that's just gone all over the place, and Edgeram has the Deagle in hand. He's challenging these angles, and he's winning these angles.
This is crazy gameplay. Disregards the man on shot, but Davidov is there to cover. Oh, this is perfect. Camel Riders, they have the best chemistry I've seen in a long time. And Davidov almost falls, goes toe-to-toe with the Deagle at that range instead of the AWP that he had on his back.
And look where Edgeram's going. He's pushed around the right angle. Oh my goodness. Edgeram, what is that Deagle coming out from him?
This man's insane. This man is an absolute gamer. What was it, 3 kills that round? That was nuts. He is leading by example and hitting everything he can. 14 now on the board for Camel Riders. They are edging towards victory. And D13, well, shocking second half.
I mean, they haven't really had much choice in this. It's just been the whole Edgeram show, really. It's just been the Camel Riders show. Davidov as well, cameo appearance right there with the AWP. So at least the best thing for D13 is that they did a lot of damage to the Camel Riders' economy. But I don't know at this stage, 14-6, I don't know if that's a thing or not. Score, just trade it out. Of course, it's Edgeram's Deagle. Oh, it's just the Deagle show right now between both sides, and I'm absolutely loving it right now. Annihilation with 2 kills of the Deagle as well, but the bomb's all the way at top mid. Another Deagle kill coming out, and it's all right now down to Misty, who's in a very precarious situation, and I think has been compromised.
Well, creeps forward, survives for an extra moment after Rate had no idea he'd be up cat so far. But there it is, D13. Speak of the devil, they are back. Finally finding themselves a 7th. Still a long way before they make this comeback work. But Camel Riders, at least their economy has been broken. So D13, this is their opportunity to shine.
It's been broken, but they still have Deagles.
That's the scary part, right?
Yes, that's the problem, is that 4 of them have Deagles, and that's a scary prospect. D13 just going to be taking this long control instead, and Tamarita is just going to be driving it up short. Works out quite well. Is he able to get one? Does a lot of damage to Edgeram this time around, and now it comes the rest of the players through short, and Edgeram just can't land the shots this time around. It's going to be Misty with the P250. He's going to drop down to grab the Deagle instead, or just drop down to safety.
Let's see if he gets his hands on the Deagle. Plays up short, making their way through. Pokemon going to be destroyed at long range as Mr. Cat runs out of bullet, gets to safety around the corner. And the final men are going to be mopped up. Score and Rate doing the honours there for D13 as they find themselves an 8th round on the board. And there it is. Still 2 away from the victory. Camel Riders are copying an eco again as D13 looking like they could find their way towards double digits and start to close this gap as quickly as possible. So, the change in the pace from them is certainly working out. They are fighting together and getting these trades and also giving Camel Riders a taste of their own medicine. You could see that Mac 10 starting to farm up the CTs there, but obviously they didn't have a huge buy on the cards. We won't be seeing a similar strategy as we head into the 23rd here. It is just rifles all across the board.
Yep, and just a slow spread out coming out from D13 at the moment, mainly towards that B-side area, all through upper tunnels, and Davidov making a bit of pressure at the moment. He's going to be hearing all of this, and out comes the rotation. He's landing a few shots on Annihilation. Annihilation actually challenging and winning that means that that's some of the pressure being alleviated.
Oh, that's crazy. Good damage coming through. Edgeram couldn't quite finish off Edgeram did finish off Annihilation, Raja. And now it is going to be Tyke in a 1v4. Big damage onto Tamira, Rita, and Rate already. We'll see if Tyke can work the timing.
I think Tyke just wants to find a gun as well, but I don't know if it was taken out by D13 or not. And they're going to just cover off this tunnel's position very soon. But Tyke just doing some more damage, doing some more damage. Oh, that was getting a little bit close there.
Rate on 15 HP. That could have been turned on its head in a moment.
Yep.
Oh my god. Camel Riders are such an entertaining team to watch. I'm having a great time. How about you, Kev? How are you feeling?
I'm enjoying this so far, in all honesty. D13 are making a good leeway back into this, and the way that they need to do it was by, on the T side, just channeling the chaos and trying to make things work out for them, and it seems like that's what they're doing. And Camel Rider is actually going for a semi-force buy this round. Not the worst decision, actually. They've got the rounds to play with, and they want these full rifles in utility. Give yourselves a couple of Deagles and a Scout to make things work out and see how you go.
Well, you saw how close they got with USPs, so why not at this point?
Why not, indeed.
And then we'll have full utility heading forward into the next round. So let's see if Misty can get it done with the Scout. No real decent damage. Oh, he actually managed to find on the second peak. Rifle now retrieved. Ezream with the Deagle, so dangerous, but couldn't get the AK out in time. Drops the smoke to buy some time. As Tyke is still looking to hold short. We'll dump another smoke and hope to get his hands on that AK, which I believe is up against the wall. Oh, that flash was no good from the tease. The spam was there from the Deagle, but Misty makes the trade work. It's a 1v3. Camel Riders have D13 straight up on the wall.
Yep, and it's all down to Tamarita, who's been having a pretty good performance so far in Dust2, in all honesty, but 3 people to find. At least he has the bomb in time on his side. But all Camel Riders is going to do, just play retake together. They've got a kit and Pokemon. They're pretty happy just chilling out and waiting to see what's going on.
Just edging forward towards the A site. 1v3. A dangerous prospect. And, oh, Misty has something to say about it. 3K for the man. That is a miraculous performance. And Camel Riders, that's it. Match point now. 15-9. 6-round gap. Looking to make it 7. As Ezream and Misty teaming up on short there, just get the job done.
Yep, and now they have the greatest buy, pretty much, to come into potentially what could be the final round of regulation. Whereas for D13, yeah, they can buy into this as well. But so far, it's really just been the Camel Riders showing this in this complete series. And it is going to most likely be a day of 2 zeros, in all honesty.
Misty, very aggressively, just going to be making some friends with the ground there as he gets away safely, hiding his little head from lowers. But while that happens, it is going to be action everywhere. Annihilation and Score both falling. Big pick coming out as Misty re-aggresses there. Now off the back of that, he's going to fall back, except with that, Ezream as well, just happy as Larry to re-aggress at mid. There is no fear.
Yeah, they've taken control of upper dark, and they're they're taking control of lower dark, slowly taking control of upper dark as well with this double push. They're going to realize no one's there, and as soon as they clear that out, that allows all their forces to go back to mid and dedicate attention to long.
So again, Tamira Rita and Mr. Cap have to fight their way out of this round and back into the game, and it's looking certainly unlikely. Camel Riders, 2-man advantage. It's Misty trying to take point here, and in the great position to do so. There's the utility, D13. Do they throw it in the right place? Wall of Smokes is there. Misty doesn't give up his position. He's just going to be relying on Pokemon to take contact running through. Up on top, though, it seems to be DV just doing as much as he could. Misty falling after finding a single. Now it's all up to Tamira Rita. 1v3. Pokemon edging forward. Full control of the bomb there on A-ramp. Oh, this is all she wrote. Big picks coming through. And Camel Riders, they have done it. 2-0. Massive half coming out from them. D13 couldn't get into the